Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a review on the new Urban Decay foundation that was just launched this fall. It is the All Nighter Liquid Foundation. I know this has been floating around YouTube. A lot of people have been reviewing it, a lot of people have been loving it, a lot of people have been hating it. A lot of mixed feelings, and I think it has to do with the fact that it is a totally full coverage foundation, which is not for everyone. So definitely keep that in mind when you are purchasing this foundation. It is going to be full coverage, like it will cover everything. So let's talk about packaging first and foremost. So it comes in a really nice box, and honestly, you know, Urban Decay always has really great packaging in my opinion. I always find that they really go outside the box. They know how to capture people's attention, and they did the same thing this time around. So this is what the bottle looks like. Sorry, the lights are probably making it really hard to see, but it just has this kind of like, it reminds me of a spider web, and I really like it. Of course, it has a pump, which I love, and it looks like it's really gonna give you a lot of product. Another good thing about Urban Decay is that they've always had a really decent amount of shades for people. They do separate their shades by anything ending in 0.0, so if it's like 1.0, 2.0, etc, etc. 0.0 is made for warm undertones, 0.5 is made for pink undertones, and this time around with the All Nighter foundation they came out with 0.25, which is a neutral undertone, so kind of a mixture of both, which is really great because a lot of people find that sometimes the warm tones are too warm and sometimes the pink tones are too pink, meaning that they are more of a neutral undertone, so not too far on either side. So that's really excellent. So I am an NC30 at MAC. Sometimes I jump up to NC35 when I'm a little bit more tanned, but usually it's NC30. I don't really tan my face all too much. For this foundation, I went with the shade 4.0, and I've had the foundation on for probably an hour now, and I know that it does oxidize quite a bit. A lot of people say that it oxidizes about 2 shades. I found it only went a little bit darker, probably I would say 1 shade darker. So keep that in mind when you are picking out your shade. If you swatch it on your hand or even on your neck, wait 10 minutes and maybe check back in the mirror to see when you're at Sephora or Ulta, because it does oxidize. I didn't have an issue with it. Worked really well. I love the color that it gave to the skin. Of course, I'm going to show you guys how I apply the foundation today. No matter what I'm putting on my face, foundation, BB cream, powder, whatever, I always prime. Today, just to make sure that I didn't get any skewed results, I used a primer that I know I love dearly, and it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is an oil-free product, which is excellent for the skin, so I just put that on all in my areas, T-zone, cheek area, and chin, and then I went ahead and grabbed a damp beauty blender. So reason being that I decided to go with a damp beauty blender is because this foundation is full coverage. A damp beauty blender is essentially going to help give it a more natural finish. If you are looking for a more full coverage finish, then you could definitely go in with a brush, because that will give more of an intense pigmentation. But for me, I felt that going in with a damp beauty blender would be more my style, which it was, because I ended up loving the finish. So I just stippled that on all over my face with my beauty blender, and I used a pump, and it went a long way. This foundation is no joke. It really is full coverage, and you can really use the beauty blender to work it around your face. And I have tried it with the brush, and the same thing kind of goes for the brush as well. You really can get the foundation to spread quite easily, and I don't find, for a matte foundation, I don't find it dries too quickly either, so it does give you a lot of work time to kind of work it into the skin and what have you. As you can see, I've been wearing the foundation for about an hour, and it looks really great on the skin. I love the coverage that it gives. I do love a full coverage foundation, you know, for evenings, or if you know you're going to be wearing a foundation for a really long period of time. This is a really great foundation for that. I've been testing this foundation out all week, and I've really been loving it. The only downside to this foundation is that I found that it got a little cakey just around my nose, which is something that I struggle with a few foundations. The L'Oreal Pro Matte and Estee Lauder Double Wear are 2 foundations that happens to me as well. which are two other quite full matte foundations. So keep that in mind. Now that I've kind of learned that, I put less product in the nose area and I'll kind of just go in with concealer if I feel needed. But other than that, it doesn't look cakey on the skin with a brush or a beauty blender as long as you don't overdo it. So that's really, really important. This foundation is a little goes a long way. So that being said, I definitely give this foundation 2 thumbs up. I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I love this foundation. Let me know in the comments below if you guys got this foundation. I've been loving it. I can't wait to play with it some more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.